It's back. After nearly 20 years of silence, the legend rises again. This is the 2026 Ford Thunderbird, reborn, reimagined, and ready to remind the world what American style and soul really mean. When you first look at it, it doesn't whisper nostalgia. It shouts confidence. A sculpted body finished in that electric lime green, those jet-age taillights glowing like afterburners, and a chrome strip that catches every reflection of the future. This isn't a replica of the past, and it's a tribute with purpose. A car built not to chase trends, but to set them all over again. The Thunderbird name has always carried emotion. In the 50s, it was the car that broke rules, a personal luxury cruiser that gave power to elegance. In the 60s, it grew bolder, longer, more dramatic. It became the car you noticed even when it was parked. In the 2000s, it came back briefly, but faded away before its time. Now in 2026, it returns with a vengeance. Modern, muscular, and unmistakably American. Under the hood lies a story of power and progress. The new Thunderbird features a twin-turbocharged 3.0-liter V6 hybrid, pushing out over 480 horsepower and a tidal wave of torque. But this isn't just about numbers, it's about sensation. A quick tap of the throttle delivers silent electric surge, then a growl as the turbos spool up, merging classic performance with new-age precision. Ford engineers call it controlled nostalgia, the feeling of a classic grand tourer with the heart of the future. There's also talk of an all-electric Thunderbird GT, rumored to share tech with the Mach-E GT, capable of 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds. And if that's true, this car won't just be fast, it'll be a statement that America still knows how to build a car that turns heads and twists necks. Step inside and you realize this Thunderbird wasn't designed, it was crafted. Every surface feels intentional. The dashboard wraps around like the cockpit of a fighter jet, trimmed in brushed aluminum and soft-touch leather. A wide curved display flows across the front, merging driver info and entertainment in a single sweep. Even the start button is positioned dead center, inspired by aircraft ignition switches. Press it, and the interior lights up in deep amber. The gauges sweep, and the car greets you with a quiet pulse of light. It's not just a startup, and it's a show. Ford calls it the luxury of motion, and it makes sense. This Thunderbird doesn't just move, it glides. Adaptive suspension reads the road ahead. Active aerodynamics adjust its speed. It's not a sports car trying to be elegant. It's elegance that happens to go fast. But more than the tech, more than the speed, what makes the Thunderbird special is what it represents. A reminder that America's automotive identity was never about following anyone else. It was about leading through design, comfort, and charisma. When you drive this car, you don't shout, you arrive. And that rear view, oh, that's pure 1960s art. Twin red LED streaks stretching across the back like jet trails, glowing brighter as they brake. The Thunderbird badge sits proudly between them. Hand-finished, simple, timeless. Look close and you'll notice the circle on the trunk. A modern reinterpretation of the classic Continental spare tire hump. A symbol once associated with elegance and prestige. It's a nod to history that tells you, yes, this is still the Thunderbird. From every angle, it's a car that looks confident in its own identity. The long hood, the muscular fenders, the floating roofline that tapers into chrome. There's balance between heritage and innovation, a rare thing today. This car doesn't try to look like the past. It tries to make today feel like the future we were promised decades ago. But this comeback isn't just for collectors or nostalgia hunters. Ford knows the market is changing. People want emotion, connection, and sustainability together. That's why this Thunderbird can cruise electrically through the city, switch to hybrid mode for long-distance power, and still deliver that signature growl on open roads. It's freedom, redefined for the new generation. So here we are, 2026, a year where the Thunderbird name once again lights up the skyline. It's not mass-produced, not built for everyone. It's built for those who remember what cars used to mean, and for those who never got to experience it the first time around. A bridge between eras, between gasoline and electrons, between nostalgia and innovation. Because some names never die. They just wait until the world is ready to appreciate them again. And the world is ready. The 2026 Ford Thunderbird. Retro soul, electric heart. A timeless icon reborn for the modern age. And maybe, just maybe, the most beautiful comeback America's ever seen.